is.
It's worked so far. Yeah, we're recording. Go ahead. Play it!
Oh, are we rolling?
Of course we are. We've been rolling for the last 10 minutes. 5 minutes.
Oh, good afternoon, and welcome to another show of Ticka and Ferr. Ticka?
Hey, wait a minute. It's Ferr and Ticka.
Ferr Ticka. Well, I thought he's been complaining about headlining.
No,
and me sitting high
I never
up.
complain.
Oh,
what are you talking about?
Every show.
He
every
starts
show.
the show already.
You're sitting on high. I'm too low. I can't. They can't hear me.
The fans of our show, the listeners, the watchers.
Move the mic closer.
What was that? Wait. What? You're not gonna be able to see this. I'll have to put it in editing because Steve's not the grab. The big contest.
Big contest.
Big contest. What's the big contest, Steve?
We'll
sorry for.
We'll get to that. Anyway, so
we're not gonna do it now. You just announced it.
Are you comfortable?
I'm very
right,
comfortable.
Good.
Very nice.
Welcome to the Ferr and Ticka show, as it should be.
Can you get rid of the music because we're gonna talk now?
Okay, we're going to talk.
I don't know what Steve's doing.
All right. So
we don't plan a lot of this. We try to plan some of this, but I think what better is you turn the stupid camera on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get better. Anyway.
Yeah, we usually plan like, but we said this before. We're just repeating what we said. But anyway, so
I'm looking at what he's got here.
Last show we talked about a couple of things, so let's just recap them. So we
some continuity.
You know, this is not like talk therapy. You ever been to a therapist?
No. Yeah, no.
Was that perfect?
I deny it. To use a famous phrase, I know, I deny it.
Well, you go to a therapist Tuesday, and you sit and you got a problem and you talk about it and you talk about it and you talk about it.
And where do you get?
Okay, well,
does it help?
16 tons and deeper in debt. Oh man, don't come in because I can't go.
All right.
So anyway, so that's Tuesday. You go goodbye. Next Tuesday, you come back to the same therapist.
You forgot what you said last Tuesday.
And you hope that he'll ask you, well, did you make progress of last Tuesday? But he doesn't. He goes on to another thing. So every week it's a different thing. You never take care of, it's talk therapy. I call it talk therapy instead of action, instead of planning. We don't do that here. Well, so we talked about a couple of things on the last show. One of them was a concert we were going to that night.
Last show, it was the night of a concert. We did a show.
That's right.
And we invited a friend too, and technical problem, my fault. We didn't get him on, but we'll do that again some point. But we had a concert that night.
And we saw Tinsley Ellis.
And what'd you think?
I was very...
It was what I thought of it, and we both agreed upon it. I thought it was very good.
I thought it
was
very good.
It wasn't like a... Most of these guys are not. They're not going to come out like the Who we used to. They're just going to play. They're older guys and they just play.
He was a three-piece band. I was really, really pleased with him. One, he played hard.
Yeah,
he played hard.
He played what you expected him to play.
Hard.
He's a professional musician.
His voice was great.
And he sang, yeah.
He had a good voice.
Tinsley Ellis.
Yep.
Look him up.
Tinsley Ellis. His backup band was good. Three-piece. I wish he had keyboards because a lot of his songs have keyboards on them.
You don't know anything about music. How are you going to ask the guy to bring keyboards in?
Well, they don't want to pay for the extra man.
How do you know they don't want to pay for the extra guy?
Well, that's what it is. That's exactly. Well, because you said to me, how come we're going to go see Southside Johnny, Ashbury Jukes? That's our next concert, and it's 50. It was 47.
We have a lot of concerts.
It was 47.
This summer.
It was $47 a ticket, and they charge you $4 restoration fee. So it's $51.
It's in the local theater.
So it's $51 to go see Southside Johnny.
What's that got to do with Tinsley Ellis?
Well, I'm going to tell you, and
tell me.
Ticka said to me, "Hey, how come he's $51? We're going to go see."
Jeff Beck in the summer,
and one of our
Paul Rogers, my favorite band, Free lead singer. We're going to see them together outside. It's going to be a great night. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Ticka and I have many things in common, but the one thing that really bind us at the lips is we love Free. We love Free, and Paul Rogers.
That's one of my favorite.
Paul Rogers is my top 5, 6 of all-time
I
singers.
put him higher, but
Okay. So anyway, so to go
Singers.
see them is $50. So he's saying, well, how come we're going to see Jeff Beck and
why is
and it's
this
$50?
place and Jeff Beck and it's a big concert? I'm thinking big concert. It's up in Boston and whatnot.
Right.
And we're gonna go to the Odeum, and why are they the same? I don't care about the money. We'll do this later.
Well, because Southside
Because-
Johnny has an 8-piece band.
Oh, so they charge more money because they have to play.
Well, they got 8 pieces. They got 8 mouths to feed. So the ticket's got to be a couple bucks more.
I don't really
as
equate
opposed
the
to-
money. We're making a big deal out of it. We really don't. I don't think we.
But you know
neither
what
one
those-
of us
you know what
make
those-
a big deal
I
about the
think
money,
so-
how much it costs per con. I just find it interesting. It's a topical.
I think Southside Johnny is entitled to it. He's been around a long
Oh,
time.
yeah, they're all entitled to
he
it.
paid his dues, and,
Whatever,
and he's
it's
still
business.
out there.
Whatever
he's
you
still
can
out
get,
there
even
doing
in
it.
music, whatever you can
So,
get, God bless you.
All right. So anyway,
All right, go on.
so that was
so we
Tinsy Ellis.
we got another thing. We went to the last concert. We liked Tinsy Ellis. It was very nice at the Narrows. The guys had a great time. We missed a few friends. We won't say our executive producer's been away. And we got a shout out to a few other people. Like we're going to say tonight, we're going out with the guys. And Steve and I have a T-shirt from, what is it?
Oh, last Thursday.
Last Thursday. And we're going to miss one friend. We won't name any last name, but Dave, thank you for supporting us. And we miss you tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And this is another night, but we're not going to a concert tonight. Just another Thursday night, last Thursday night.
Right.
But we had an idea for, and we mentioned it in one of the last shows, a contest. And I thought, we're going to do a contest.
You're jumping ahead. You're jumping
What?
ahead.
What am I
Another
jumping
thing
ahead?
we talked about. Well, I want
You don't want to talk about the contest now?
Not yet. It's coming though. It's coming.
There's a script here, but there's no script.
It's a big contest. Anyway.
All right, we'll wait for that.
We talked about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and one of the people that was inducted to it as early influence was Sister Rosetta Thorpe, and Ticka never heard of her.
Never heard of her.
So
Never.
I thought
That doesn't mean anything. I'm not the...
I thought we'd play a little of her.
Don't play too much, because she'll sue us. She'll sue our ass off. She'll own this show. Is she dead or alive?
You know this train have left the station.
She's very good.
This train takes on every nation because this train
If you don't like the blues, you
is
gotta
a
tune to another
clean
channel.
Train. This train.
That's
Oh,
right.
man.
Did she write that song?
No.
No.
Oh, she did. I actually, I think she did. All right. So anyway, so we talked about Sister Rosetta Thorpe, and so you got a little taste of her.
That was good.
So
That was very good.
another thing that
We'll give you tastes of. Here's another one I was gonna tell Steve about, but we don't want to put this in. The other thing I thought about was, and I'm gonna overtake the show right now because Steve's got nothing, because he told me tonight he didn't really have anything to do with the show. He just really hadn't. No, he didn't really say that. But I had a few ideas, and I thought about what we've been doing with the show, and I've listened to people who've watched our show, and I said, we've got to get more viewers. We've got to get people that popularize our show somehow. And maybe there are animals that could do something. I've got a dog at home that could maybe... Lola could be popular, and it's some segment, maybe now, if I edited her into the show, we could see, because Facebook has a way of looking at parts of the show and seeing what parts are more popular than others. I can get down to the minute and see who is watching and what. If I put a dog in the show and maybe took Steve out, which I might do right now. Lola, would you like to be on our show? Would you, Lola? Sure you would. You'd love to replace Ferr, wouldn't you, Lola? Oh, we're back. Or Steve put something in there where he was gone and I was gone, and maybe there was two dogs. I don't know. But we're not about that. Well, we're going to leave that behind, and that was a silly little thing, and I'll leave it up. But I'd like to get back to the contest, Steve.
hold on.
All right, this is big. This is our big promotion. This is our budget. Look at the graphics we have. Big contest. Steve writes it down on it.
So we got. All right. So go ahead, Tick.
Oh, it's back to me. We do have a contest, and one of the things I thought about in the contest was to give a prize. If we're going to have a contest, you're going to have something to win. You have these things and nobody wins. Well, we got to have something. You got to work to get this contest, to win this prize. And the prize, should I give the prize or the
All right. So.
Or what
So
you have to do to
the
get
last
it
show
first?
we talked about a contest. We thought it was a great idea,
Right.
and we're
Give
gonna
what we have to do to get it
Moving
first.
on. We're gonna have a contest every show.
Oh, every show. That's a lot of pressure.
Well,
but that means a lot of
well,
prizes.
we got a budget.
We're
now.
going to talk to our executive producer. We're going to ramp up
we
the
got a
budget here.
now. So, some of the things I thought of like a pizza. We'll deliver a pizza to your house. We thought of some. Ticka thought of 2 wieners and a coffee milk.
Yeah,
I like that one a lot, but he said no. I got an idea. I don't know what it is yet. He said I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show I'm going to show you when I get there. And,
he knows what
and I said okay, all right.
Don't lie to the viewers. You know exactly what this is.
So what's,
you know what this is.
I
don't lie to the viewers.
Well, I got
a
a hint what it is.
You got a hint. I showed you before I came on exactly what we're gonna do.
Okay.
We don't lie to our viewers.
We don't lie.
We have a contest,
Right.
and I thought to get a prize, the first thing you have to do, the first contest is identify what did Ticka give Ferr for Christmas as a present? What did he? I don't want to, have to go so far as to what the names of the things were, and I'll give that away. But what did Ticka give Ferr? That means you've got to go back and look at some of our old shows and find the show where Ticka gave Ferr something for Christmas as your prize to get that. He likes it. As your prize to get that, you have a sign. A sign. And not every sign, numbered.
Signed and numbered.
Ticka, Ferr and Ticka. Don't worry, there'll be editing involved in this. Ferr and Ticka show.
Autograph picture.
We may take these out with the guys tonight and pass them around.
There's
There's so many people.
So you're going to get.
So this is what you're going to get.
This is very early. How old were you then?
I don't know. So you'll get this, a personalized signed
autograph picture
signed and numbered.
And numbered.
Yes, it's like the Patriots have rings and all that. This is what our budget allows us. So if you can answer that question, remember, answer that question. Big question. This is a stupid show.
Okay. All right. So great idea. Great idea.
What we got? Moving on.
Good.
Well, I got nothing else. We got to fill a few more minutes. Tonight we'll go. What's our next show?
Oh. Tonight is
we're in the middle of
Thursday.
End of February, and I want to bring up another thing that we were discussing.
Didn't you just ask me a question?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Our next show is
next month, unless we do another one.
No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was going to say this is a personal thing, and we send out texts and messages to each other, unbeknownst to the show or not part of the show. But at one point, we had a last month, or earlier in this month, I should say, we had the Super Bowl. It was a big thing, and we had one of our participants say in a text to everybody else, and they know who they are, they're friends of ours, a statement that if a certain team won, he was going to leave the country.
I said I put it out there on social media that if the Patriots won, I would leave the country.
And what a lot of the responses was, we'll give you a passport, see you later. We all expected.
Take your albums with you.
We were ready to drive them there.
Take out. And then I came back and I said, well, if I leave, I'm taking Oprah with me.
Yes.
Oprah with me.
We said, keep going.
I'm taking Rosie.
We're not going to get political here, but
I'm taking Rosie with me, Oprah with me.
And everybody said that we could read the responses, but I don't want to put them out there.
Chinch.
No, don't.
Yeah, Chinch came back and said.
This is a friend.
He says.
He didn't allow you to have this on
I'll paraphrase him. He said, well, I hate to see you go, but good riddance.
Yeah, good riddance.
But it's very patriotic of you to take those people with you.
So if not for the Eagles, Steve and I think are both Giant fans.
Oh, what do you mean?
If not for the Eagles, well, I'm sorry. If he is a Giant fan, true blue Giant fan. If not for the Eagles, he would not be.
I wouldn't be here. Where would I be?
You're full of crap.
Well,
I would drive you to the border
anyway,
and see if you're going to go.
Well, it never happened.
It never happened.
It never happened.
Yeah.
So
lucky
it never
you.
happened. So our next
concert.
Oh, go ahead, Ticka, who we're going to go see.
I don't know who the next guy. I think it's Southside Johnny. We've got a few coming up. One of our friends has There's Southside Johnny, a sort of, to me, it's a Bruce Springsteen clone, but he's very good, very good. Very good guy, been around for a lot of years. And it's down the street in East Greenwich. Great place to see a concert. It's going to be a great show. It's perfect. It's right down the street from my house. I have to go anywhere. We don't have to do a lot of stuff. And we'll have fun after because there's a lot of places in East Greenwich. Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll even do some video of us. I don't know if we want to show you what happens on Thursday nights.
I like Southside Johnny. It's the second time I've seen him.
I've never seen him.
He's good. He's good.
I may have seen him in some area.
And he's one of those people. He's one of those people. Like he'll do some cover tunes, and he'll knock them dead. He'll knock them dead. He likes rhythm and blues and
I put him in the thing with Springsteen, but
sure.
But that's not fair because by his own standards, he is very good, and he's been consistent. Mm-hmm.
But
he's
Springsteen has written for him.
Yeah, and they're friends.
Stephen Van Zandt has produced his albums, played on his albums.
But he is a great performer, and Springsteen maybe has the popularity.
Yeah, he's more mainstream.
We know a lot of music guys, and Steve knows more than me. And I give him the props where you say, there's somebody that came out in Spooky Tooth or The Cream or whatever, and they built something, but the next person came up and said, the Beatles. I'll give you, for instance, I'll give you a popularized rendition of what I'm talking about. Somebody came out and there was a guy that was a drummer for the Beatles before they became popular, and Steve knows who that person was. And they changed over. And Steve may know the reason why they changed to Ringo. They said that the guy that was playing the drums for the Beatles,
he was better looking than Paul McCartney.
Bingo. And that happens he's right. And
that right?
happens
right?
No, you're right. Obviously you're right. But that happens in bands where somebody or something happens in bands, especially in the old days, where something hits. Springsteen hits, and Southside Johnny doesn't hit. But they're similar in almost popularity and almost in talent, but because somebody hits and somebody has a little extra, that they become more popular than somebody else.
And more mainstream, and
But there are people we've seen that are, we go to see them all the time, that are musicians that, for whatever reason, they can't sing or they don't, whatever it was.
Tinsy Ellis has played with.
I've seen music. You've seen musicians a long time. What I'm getting to, we've seen music. Just because they're not popular doesn't mean they're not good. I've seen people, and you've seen people that are great. They're not popular. Mm-hmm. The popularity doesn't mean they're great. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying. Mm-hmm. I could think of that's what I mean with Springsteen and what do you call it? Anyway, he's looking.
Where are you going with that?
I'm looking.
All right. Anything else?
I don't know. I'm hoping we're having a good time tonight. It's Thursday night, and we've got our T-shirts on, and hope you enjoy the contest. But thank you for coming.
How are they going to notify us?
Well, you got to watch. You got to send something to our
email
or text us.
Or text us.
We've seen a lot of people on Facebook.
Our email will be
shown.
The
other thing I looked at, and I don't know if everybody else had looked at it on Facebook, but they have this Tom Brady show, and I didn't tell Steve this. I'm telling him now on the show. I put in a request as I don't know what my position is on the show, producer, executive, technical director, whatever. I put a request through Facebook to do our show as part of this Facebook page where you can watch like shows like Tom Brady's show. I haven't heard back from Facebook, so I don't know what they're going to do. But we'll talk about that more later on. But we hope we have a nice night tonight. I know we will with our friends. And enjoy the contest. Please let us know. Send us more emails or texts or anything you want to do. You'll see that at the bottom of the show. And as we always say, we'll see you down the road. Good luck, buddy.
Oh, it's baseball season.
Baseball
spring
season.
training.
That'll be the next thing.
Yes, that'll be our next thing.
Maybe while in the softball field or something.
Salute.
See ya.
That was good.